If I now go into the showroom log, here in my little demonstration setup, I've got the ability to show you just what's happened. Okay, here at the top of the list is the most recent inquiry. It says that I had a used car inquiry where the customer wasn't specified, the model of interest wasn't specified, we know it's a Mazda in this example. It was a face-to-face inquiry, it was from the local TV, and I can see that there's no next action scheduled. Now from a manager's point of view, this is wonderful. I can see that Lenny the salesman hasn't recorded the name yet, although he may possibly have this on a piece of paper by now, and he isn't apparently planning to do anything about it. I can do something about that. Other systems simply don't allow the salesman to record that inquiry at all. You only get the rosy picture of all things being wonderful and all the details being recorded in the system. All the other inquiries, where the information is not quite as complete as you'd like it to be, simply don't exist within the system. We take that problem and we tackle it head on. We accept it in part and we look to eradicate it where possible. So here in my little demonstration example, I've got an inquiry where I don't have a name and I don't have the model of interest. I've got another inquiry where I don't even know if it's a new or used inquiry, but I know it came from the local radio. Here I've got a properly recorded one, Mr. Peter White, who's looking at a Mazda 6 2-litre TS5 door. It was a face-to-face inquiry, came from the local TV advert again. Status of the inquiry is ongoing. The last thing to happen was on the 20th of April, it was the inquiry being generated, and the next scheduled action is for the 24th of May 2009, perhaps when the customer's back off their holiday or whatever it is, and here we have a bit of detail about a customer follow-up. Now I can double click on that inquiry and go back to the inquiry view, look at the full details and get the whole picture. But at a glance I can see what's going on within my showroom. Now I've exaggerated the point here with lots of inquiries without the details. Now where that's possible, it's not likely to happen in a well-managed environment, but if it is happening, at least you get to see it. How does it happen? Well, the salespeople simply print the piece of paper they need on demand and it gives you a picture of what's going on. You very quickly are able to help them see the benefit of recording more detail in the system and move the whole process forward. So within days of engaging with Autolog Showroom, the sales staff are getting better at recording information, they're getting better at following customers up. As a manager, I can take this view and I can look at the last 30 days worth of inquiries. I can look at just the inquiries that came from my manufacturer. I can take just the ones that came from my own website. I can look at individual sales executives' results, the ones that are face-to-face only, just the new, just the used, just the vehicles where the customer was specifically interested in an ex-demonstrator car. And I can look at any date range, including all dates, all inquiries. Here on the list, and please disregard many of these blanks, they're there for demonstration purposes only. It tells me if the status of the lead is ongoing, bought, meaning they bought a car, or no sale, where we're allowed the salesman or the sales manager to mark this opportunity to do business as lost. And the way we do that is we go through to the inquiry form with a double click, hit the lost sale button, and here the system asks us to explain what happened. You know, they bought a vehicle elsewhere based on price. They bought the same brand of vehicle elsewhere based on part exchange value or finance offer or some such thing. So I pick a reason, I explain why, and they had a bad credit rating and we couldn't get them funded or whatever the situation. Double checks that I'm happy to record that. Yes, I am. And the opportunity was marked as a lost sale. That's not to say that we should give up on them. As long as we've recorded the customer's name, in this example I'm going to put in here Bill Jackson, the system will double check to see if it knows the customer or not already. If it does, it'll let me know the full details of the name and the address and so on. Here in the UK with postcodes, I can do a quick lookup and it'll record the details of their address for me without me needing to do it longhand. You have other similar facilities available in other countries. There's a full notes facility within that screen, an audit trail of when the customer was last spoken to, details of anyone else who lives at that address and so on and so forth. But just because I've marked this as a lost sale doesn't mean to say I have to give up on it. The system will prompt me to book a follow-up still, even though the opportunity to do business is dead, and then I can put a follow-up here for a year from now for a general customer follow-up to try again. Yeah, simple as that. Save and close, and I'm done. So now what I've got is an inquiry that we've lost today as an opportunity to do business, logged for the future for long-term follow-up. Had I sold them a car, the system would prompt me to mark them in the handover diary for me, and prompt me to follow them up for insurance details and all the various bits and pieces that we want to record. And I can record multiple follow-up events and other actions and activities relating to this inquiry, this sale. From a management reporting point of view, I can see how many people have been into the showroom, how many people have been into the showroom and had their details captured properly, how many test drives we've done, how many offers we've made to customers, how many vehicles we've appraised as potential trade-ins or part exchanges, and obviously how many cars have been sold, and then when they're due to be delivered, what their current status is, delivered or not delivered, and so on and so forth. And there's much more the system can do. But I believe because our unique approach to the flexibility of the way in which information can be recorded, and then the way management can deal with that information and respond to that information, you're going to get a clearer, truer picture of what's going on. I hope you found this useful and interesting, and if you'd like to contact us, we're obviously available and we'd love to meet you in person to explain in a bit more detail what it is we do. My name's Lennie Pincher from Loyalty Logistics, and I look forward to meeting you one day.